with anchor point training that is great for conditioning legs, conditioning knees, for bulletproofing is some versions of the squats that we do with the suspension straps. So one of the cool things about suspension straps is they can assist you into squats and different things. You know, with these straps here, you can run a really nice single leg approach to your work. This is great strengthening work in different dimensions, and you can work different types of squats, all assisted. It's a great way for people who aren't capable of doing a pistol squat to progress it, because you can add a little balance and stability, take a little of that resistance up when you're at the lowest part, the weakest part of your range of motion, and get yourself through the exercise. What I really like about this whole idea is in the squat, in the idea of doing squats here, where you see so often folks are doing, for example, squats like this where they just square on. Well, one of the things I teach is your orientation to the anchor point is fundamental with how the forces run through your body. We take that same squat and now we move our legs, say, 45 degrees away from where they were. And now we're squatting here, sideways. And you can see how I can get up over my front leg. I can come back, get over my back leg. I can start to work all those angles quite well. Again, you can see I'm very assisted here with my hands on the straps, but I'm getting some nice squats happening, but my legs are now in much more athletic ranges of motion, much more like cutting, much more like changing direction, much more like stopping and going. Another approach to work with here is single leg. So if I'm side on, for example, here, get myself into some suspension. First of all, I can work a lot of nice single leg work is intrinsically strengthening the knee, strengthening the stability while I'm working upper body. But I can add in to that some nice squats, get those angles going. As you can see, you can even get that sort of contralateral thing going with my hand as well. So lots of different ways to get some resistance with suspension as well in these more realistic athletic angles of resistance. So there you go, anchor point training, tremendous amount to offer when you're employing these horizontal planes of resistance or using straps to assist you doing squats at angles that are more like what you're going to experience when you're changing direction, when you're stopping in sports. And all of this is, very, very helpful for, improving your chances of not hurting yourself in a game, or if you get injured, maybe having less of an injury. So it's been proven, certainly, that preventative exercise, universal strengthening of the legs, universal strengthening of the knees is useful. There aren't a lot of protocols out there for it. I think there's so much of this equipment in the marketplace now, suspension straps, resistance bands, a lot of different ways that you can create these forces and then work these different angles. So quickly to review, you've got pulling from the waist, you've got pulling from the waist, just running out and moving from side to side, creating force at different angles. Then you've got the whole approach of doing your skater lunges, where you're moving from one foot to the other. Once again, resistance carries more resistance for the landing, requires more resistance for the takeoff. And of course, the whole skipping approach, you can create all kinds of great angles there, changing your foot angle towards. As soon as you change your orientation to the anchor point, you are changing how that whole force is going through your leg as you land. And then with the suspension straps, essentially you've got the same thing going on. As you move your feet to different positions vis-a-vis the anchor point, you're creating more ways to work those legs through all those different squats. And obviously your ankles having to work at a different angle, your knees, your legs, the whole chain is having to work harder in more dimensions. This is going to create a stronger leg, going to make you more agile, and certainly going to help you have stronger knees for playing sports. Thanks for watching the video. Cheers. Be well.